Welcome to beginner series of Workato. Today we are going to explore about data manipulation using lookup formulas, working with the lookup formulas, and handling null or empty values. Before we move into our today's session, let's have a quick recap on what we have learned in the previous session. We have explored additional Workato list formulas, working with those list formulas in a recipe. So today we are going to explore that is lookup formulas. That is, in that we have two formulas, that is for using lookup and second is lookup table. Okay, without wasting our time, let's go into our workspace and explore these formulas. Once you log into your workspace, this is how the workspace looks. At the left side you have assets and projects, and the right side you will be having a detail of the projects, right? So I have already built a recipe to explain you about lookup. So let's go into that. So the first step I've used the scheduler trigger as my point here, the starting point. The second step I have declared a static key value pair, and the third and fourth step I have used a logger to print. One is for the lookup table to explain you the formula, and the second formula is lookup. So what is the difference between those, right? Okay, the first is lookup table. Lookup table, the formula is used for to use a static key value pair. Okay, so static key value pair, what's the use of that? Say when you are sure about your input and output, say like key and the value pair, then you can go for the static lookup table structure. Say when you see here, I've used Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, right? So I'm sure that I want, when I've used a key as Monday, I want value as MON, or say index value. Say you have a structure of saying Monday is meant for 0, 1, Tuesday as 0, 2, like that, Saturday as 0, 6, and Sunday as 0, 7, right? So like that, you can, when you're sure about your key value pairs, then you can go for lookup table. Lookup is a formula used for, you already have a lookup table name. Let me show you how the lookup table structure looks. Okay, so I've already created a lookup table for this. So example here, I have used the error message, that's as my lookup table, whereas I have entry saying like case ID and the error message and the error edit data, which is a blank. So let me give you the detailed explanation about the lookup table. Okay, when you want to create a new table, this is how the space looks. Okay, you have to provide the lookup table name. Say like I just give you structure saying data, say error message. Okay, I'll just give you just LUT. That's a lookup table 003. Say I'll just give you a random number here. And you have to follow the sequence numbers where you have in your case. Okay, I'm just giving a random number here to give you explanation about the lookup table. So LUT 013 and say error message. Okay, so once you're done, so there's two options. One is the manual entry and one is from importing CSV file, the data to be imported. Okay, I'll just use now as a data entries manually. I'll just give you as error ID, and second thing is error message. Okay, these two columns have added. Now there's an option of adding entry. Error ID is 001 and say like empty. Okay, so there is no option of bulk insert in this case. You have to have sequential, like one entry right after the one entry. You can just click on the add entry again to add the second entries. 002, go for say null values. Okay, I just use it. So this is how your lookup table should be to create and add the values. Okay, I leave it to you to explore how to add the CSV files into the lookup table. Okay, so explore it. If you have any questions, just please comment out in the our video so that I'll give you the explanation towards that. Okay, how to use that. Okay, now let's go back to our error message table, that is for to our explanations. So we use case ID and get a message here. So now if you see here, I've mentioned the first parameter as my lookup table name, second is the key and the corresponding value. So this is how we have to use the syntax for this particular thing to get the values for the given key. Okay, now let's run this. So what is the output of that? Let's see. Now it's successfully ran. So now let's see, like first thing, second step is like what is the key value pair I give, right? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, correct? And the third step, what I gave is I've selected as Thursday, if you observe it, so that in Thursday I don't have any key or value pair corresponding to that, hence it's give me empty. The fourth step I have is the corresponding case ID. For the corresponding for the given case ID, I have to get the corresponding error message. So I got it like that. If you see now in the third step, I've used present, right? So why I've used present here is suppose the value is not present for the corresponding given key, then I want my corresponding entries, like the corresponding error message, or instead of the system message or a Workato tool which gives me the error message. I don't want to use that. I want to use my own error message to get back. Suppose in this case, now I've used say Wednesday, or sorry, I'll use Monday. Now we have understood, right? See, if it's present, then give me the value corresponding to that. Else, send me saying like it's empty. There is no corresponding key value pair for that. Okay. Let's say test it. Now let's see, like we'll get back our value up. Okay. See now, so we get right MOA, the corresponding value for the given key. Okay, we have saw now today, that is about in this session, this is lookup table and the lookup, how to use those and how to handle null or empty values. Okay, now let's go back to our presentation part and let's explore the quiz part. The first question is, what is the purpose of lookup formula in Workato? Options are to retrieve a single value from specific column in the table based on specified conditions. To perform, second option is to perform mathematical calculations on values in a table. Third option is to combine multiple columns into a single value. Fourth and final option is to delete rows from table based on condition. Okay, let me give you the answer. The answer is to retrieve a single value from specific column in table based on specified conditions. The second question is, it's related to a lookup table where we use static key value pair here. So what is the response from the given input? Say we use Swift as a key, Civic as a key, and then Duster as a key. The corresponding values are Maruti, Honda, and Renault. Now I want the Civic for the given key. I want the values for that. So let me give you the options. So Maruti, Renault, Honda, none. So what is the answer for this? I hope everyone gives the right answer for this. So answer is Honda. Right, that's exactly right. In a lookup table, that's the third question and the final. In a lookup table formula, what does the table parameter represents? Options are name of the table to retrieve data from, the name of the column to retrieve data from, the condition or a criteria for retrieving data, and the final option is the value to be retrieved. I think it's a simple, very straightforward question. I think everyone answered this. So name of the table to retrieve data from. Okay, so hope you guys enjoy this session to get to know the knowledge about, get to know about lookup and the lookup formula, lookup table and the lookup formula, so that you have seen also how to handle null or empty values. Okay, let's meet you in the next session. Until then, keep learning.